welcome to Third Town Sports Podcast. Just a heads up, this show contains adult language, unfiltered opinions, and a whole lot of passion for sports. If you're easily offended, this might not be the spot for you. But if you can't handle the heat, hit the subscribe button. And don't be a dick.
Yes, sir. We back in the building. Total Sports Podcast. Once again, King James, the Pharaoh, in the building. As y'all remember, my man Billy from one of the episodes that we had on in the past, he's back again. You know what I'm saying? We ain't figured out a name yet, but we gonna get something going.
We're going to say future PBA star, Billy.
I got some work to do, man. I got some work to do. Like I told you before, my little brother's way better than me. You know, Mike is a killer out there, so I got some work to do, but I'll get on it.
Mike is not a future. He is a PBA star.
Yeah, he is, for real. You ain't lying. He's a beast.
Well, that's what he do, huh?
Yeah, I wish I was on that level. I'm working on it. I'm working. I get my practice in.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Man, well, y'all know, man, we back, man. Once again, episode.
A couple others. I thought we had two more guests in the building.
Man, I don't know what happened, man. Well, we know Trav said he'd be back. That was before we hit the air. But Ryan, I don't know what happened to Ryan.
Dang, how the heck we lose 3 people in 2 seconds? What the heck just happened?
I don't know what's going on. Either way, they'll be back. I know they will.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Throw the Towel Sports Podcast, man. We like to welcome all the ringsiders, everybody front row, everybody courtside. We like to say thank you for tuning in. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
Right here. Hey, man, so let's jump right into it, man. Let the motherfucking cat up out the bag. They already making trades, and it ain't even.
Oh, yeah.
It's going up. You know what I'm saying? We got Desmond Bain, getting traded by itself over to Orlando for 4 first-round picks, unprotected. Cole Anthony and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. What's your thoughts on that, man? Who want to go first?
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a whole lot for Desmond Bain. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Christmas, and we ain't giving gifts nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they was thinking, but my guess is that they thought that he gonna rise to a higher level. I guess that's something that I could think of, because it doesn't make any sense to give that much up for Desmond Bain. I mean, he's I guess he's the Scottie Pippen to, to Ja's Michael Jordan status in the game, at least as far as his team, but I don't really know what they were thinking as far as what they gave up for him. I think Kentavious and a pick without Cole Anthony might have been the better move, but they gave up a lot. So I'm guessing, in my mind, they think that he has a lot more potential. He has a lot more rising to do. That's my guess, So, but I think it's pretty wild, to be honest, overall.
Me too. I definitely agree. Well, we lost 2 and gained 1 back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
What's going on, my boy? What's happening, man?
How you doing?
I'm cool, bro. You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I was listening to y'all talk, and I can't not be a part of this. So just got done doing a little bit of work outside, man. It's hot as fuck out there, but we're ready to go now.
Man.
Bro, I just literally told him I was supposed to work out. That's exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Right after work, I usually get a good mile in on the track and do some body weight lifts on these machines that you use your body weight, and you lift. You don't use your whole body, but you lift a lot of weight still. You know what I'm saying? So I usually get about 100 reps in, but it's so hot outside that I might have lost 100 pounds today. You feel me? Like, I'm talking about that's straight microwave. I felt like
that's just off straight heat.
walking around, I would have felt like that plate was rattling in the microwave. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'd have been in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
It's
Not
that old
today,
Midwestern saying, it ain't the heat, it's the humidity that'll get you.
bruh. You know, Dallas is a little bit different than the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah.
it's definitely hot out there. But you know, Dallas is sizzling. You know what I'm talking about? I felt like I was straight up walking on grill grates. You know what I'm talking about? Bad.
I hear you. I believe I know what you mean out here because it's scary.
Is it humid out there right now? Is it bad as far as heat?
No, it ain't no humid out here, but it's some heat out there.
I can tell you right
I
now
don't
that
want it.
it's about 85 degrees in South Bend. With that humidity, it's about 90
About a
something.
good
We're gonna head
90
into
something.
95, feel like 105 next week. So
Right.
Yeah, I think it says 92 here right now. I think it said it
Ooh,
felt
that
like
shit about to be
103. So
yeah, I'm not about that life, man. I'm a
What
I don't
you
65,
want to say
65 to 75 degree kind of
Well,
dude.
we
what
cruising
you
at a beautiful 80 here in Indianapolis with some clouds in the sky. It's beautiful. Sorry
Well,
to
he
hear
see.
over
that,
there.
brother.
You just gotta rub that shit right on in. Go on
Yeah,
in,
Yeah,
man.
that's
man. You
super
good? You
tough.
good?
I pray
That's
for some soothing weather.
but no, man. What you think,
Uh,
K? What you got, man? Cause I definitely like how H dot broke that down though. You know, cause they got it. It's nothing but a volume move, but they did
Well,
take away something from Ja. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, what they gonna replace that with? Like, what you think gonna happen?
when it comes to Bane, I just feel like they merely adopted the dark. He was born in it, molded by it. See the light until he was already a man, and then by then nothing but light. I'm sorry, that's my favorite. But
I get.
I just feel like they traded volume for percentage, right? That's what I feel like. When it comes to threes, I felt like they traded volume for percentage. Cartavius Pope, I feel like has a little better percentage, but not as much as volume. So they're getting somebody that's gonna put up them threes. And as far as Memphis goes, I just think they tearing that shit apart because I don't know where the fuck they moving. That makes zero amount of sense to me unless you're going into a rebuild. Like that makes zero amount of sense to me.
hmm
Because he was basically your number three, number two, your two and a half,
He
three guy.
wasn't. I would say number two.
I mean, you still got
Jaren Jackson
you
was
got
too
Jackson,
inconsistent.
you got Jackson. So, that's why I was like he kind of a two B,
Right.
three, third option. But I don't see where you going with that. I don't see getting rid of Bane. I don't see what you were doing. I'll be honest. That's why I'm not a NBA, exec because if you ask me, that's a rebuild move.
I mean, I'm not to be.
You've been rebuilding though. Like you never had anything built up to begin with. You stay in rebuild mode. You know what I mean? Like if I'm being honest with you, like, and you're getting what? Like the thing that bugs me about the NBA right now is a dude like Desmond Bain. Name
Oh,
another
good.
sport where a dude like him is worth 4 first-round picks.
He's
You
not
can't
worth
name
four
one.
first round picks.
A third, fourth best dude on a team is worth 4 first-round picks. And what
Yeah,
other
that's
sport?
wild, man.
I think that kind of happens with a bad GM, though. I think that people. I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of us, we see it off top. As soon as you hear first, even if they're unprotected, it doesn't really matter. As soon as you hear, you're just like, "What the heck are you talking about? This sounds like an NBA 2K trade." You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
some foolishness. You
2K
know, so
denied.
I bet you 2K would decline the trade though.
2K
Real
declined
talk.
it. I
Yeah,
tried.
no, they declined. They
I
declining that
tried. They
though.
declined it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'd do that on the game right now. I bet you they gonna deny that.
They said,
Four
well,
first,
look,
you know,
all my first rounders first up unprotected at that.
What
Then
what
you
this
want two players on top? Man, what are
what
y'all
this
talking about?
entire with what all these trades that have been going on like this, like in the last however many years, like what it means to me is that you don't think that draft picks they're not even hit and miss anymore.
Right.
What you're telling me is that 1 out of maybe 10 people in the first round could be something in the NBA. Everybody else is a role player after that.
I can see that. I can see that being I can see them thinking that, honestly, because in the past few years we've definitely had some pretty decent talent with the Twins and Zion, but a lot of them, I mean, a lot of them cats that came in the last 5 to 10. To be honest with you, they don't stay healthy, or you just don't know where they're going. A lot of them, they have a lot of like I guess you would call like singularity talent, a single talent by themselves. Like if you seen them on the court, out in the hood somewhere, they'd go ham. But when it comes to team sports, it's like they don't really, they automatically come in not being able to gel with the coach. They usually have some type of fight with another player. They getting all these hoes pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So
either that or Memphis is building what OKC
Boy, Zion,
currently
I don't know
has.
what he on.
OKC's just been stacking up picks. Well, they still got like 5 in the next 5.
OKC got the next 4 or 5 years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they good.
Maybe that's what you're trying to replicate.
I'm about to be devil's advocate, and I'm gonna blame it on NIL.
Do that then.
I can get behind this.
I don't think you being a devil's advocate. How about that?
They get that NIL money. What do I need to go to practice for? I'm already paid. What do I need to be a team player? I'm the number 2 prospect. I'm already making $3.5 million.
I'm Bronny James.
Fact.
Yeah, I could see that being a thing. I just it's still so recent to me. It's hard to say that that'd be the reason why everything is changing. I mean, because the thing is like at some point you got to graduate. You got to stop. It's got to end. So you got to graduate into the next level. So I get where you're going with it. I definitely hear it. I just don't think that they're hiring quality GMs anymore. The type of GMs that say, you know what, we're gonna stick with this, and then we're gonna build on this, and our next level comes with the next player we pick up. They don't care so much, So I still think that we have another year or so before we have another one of those situations where those cats that are all old are going to get on the same team. I think we got about another year that they're going to all team up and be together. I think a lot of them older cats. That's what I think is going to happen. So a lot like what happened with Miami in 2006 or 2005. I'm sorry about that. So I see that coming. I just don't know exactly when.
I agree with that. My thing too about that trade is, and the add on to what y'all saying about that money and King DeFero, saying that the NIL's black stuff, like they also get the chance to pay these same trainers and be in these same rooms with these the agents and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And the scouts and stuff. So it's like that training over here, what they was doing is obsolete to what they can get now because they can afford it, and then they getting a deal. You can get a deal now, like a little deal on the side. You get to all that stuff now. So it all definitely plays a part within the confusion of what you need to be focusing on for real in the game of basketball. Like the game of basketball to me nowadays is a fucking fashion show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hear me out on this.
It ain't like watching regular basketball.
Hear me out on this real fast. Cooper Flagg would make more money still playing for Duke next year than what his NBA contract's about to pay him.
Oh, that's most definitely. They will make sure of that too. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they've been stocking up this money for a long time, just in case stuff like that was to happen. And just so look, it happened. You know what I mean? Now y'all able to chalk off $20 million to whatever. Y'all sitting on billions already. It ain't no reason, for them to not do that. And they should be still giving our opportunities. But when it get to that point, college ain't meant to get paid to stay 6 years and be out here looking like dude that we just had at Notre Dame. What's dude name? He out there growing his hell, throwing the football. You need to be in the NFL with your grown ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you talking about Riley Leonard?
Is that who that was?
The quarterback last year?
Right.
He's not like grown as hell.
But you've grown though. Like you've grown.
22, 23. I mean,
you over the age of 20 and you still in college.
Bro, he ain't.
Usually
He's not Chris Weinke,
you
36
coming out
years
of
old
college
playing
by
basketball.
21, bro. You feel me? Like, but he stayed over. You know what I'm saying? Like, them be the times where the kids usually be gone. You know, the way the game's set now and that money coming in, they keeping them there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I see it. Like,
So,
I
so
definitely
who
agree with
gets
that.
better? Who gets better from this trade?
Who gets better from this trade?
Yeah, who gets better?
Definitely, I would say that it's going to make Orlando Magic
Orlando
better as
definitely
a
better, yeah.
team because they got a better shooter. But
Right.
Contavious Caldwell he got defense and he got the shot too. So I don't see
Facts.
Memphis going. I don't see them falling off just because they got Contavious over
I
Bane.
think Memphis won. I
Um,
think Memphis won too because they got the 6-for-1.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
Memphis,
saying?
I feel Memphis won that trade and will
Hell
be
yeah.
better. I feel Memphis got better with Caldwell Pope than Orlando did with
Yep.
Bane because
Yep.
of what Billy said, the defensive end. You got a guy that's playing both sides. Not only is he on offense shooting that three at a high clip,
Right.
but he's coming down and guarding your second or third best player on the squad. He's holding your second or third best player on the squad.
yeah, they're different in build. They got a big difference in building their overall bodies anyway. Because your boy Bang got them Tyrannosaurus arms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah. He big as
he ain't
hell.
really
He
he ain't
big, but
really he
he
ain't
he
really out
big. Look, he
there.
out there. Look, that's all he good for. He out there.
Yeah, he doing this, but he got the
Where
shot.
them where them
But when
where
it
them
comes
hands
to
that Ace, they look like them hands that you be clapping on the show. That's how his
He's
arms
got them
built.
T-Rex arms.
No,
yeah, he be playing
no
defense
more.
like,
Right.
You look
but he's
like
shooting them.
you look like Carl Anthony Towns right now. Just
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. I'm not going. You know that ain't me. Hey, that's that New
Big
York that's
Pun,
that New York state of mind. That ain't me, bro. No, no, no,
Big
no, no,
Pun.
no.
No big purr in it. No big purr energy over here. You know what I'm saying? Look.
oh yeah.
Hey, my guy, my guy, my guy, my guy passed the ball like a starfish. Like what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like what is going on, bro? I don't know what he be. Man, he been on one. He been on
Said
one.
he got
That
that
dude,
star. He got that starfish shot.
he be wilding out, man. He got a problem.
Hey, nah. So
He got
look,
a problem.
yeah, man. That's the trade that's been happening so far. We waiting to see where KD going because he the next one up. I know he is. They be
Yeah,
talking way
Any
too much
any
about
quick
him.
predictions on where KD goes?
San Antonio.
You think San
yeah. I
Antonio?
think San Antonio. Yeah.
I think.
If not,
Do y'all think that
They the most
Giannis?
they the most exciting looking
You
out
think
of all
you
the
think it's
picks, out of all
KD,
the people.
not Giannis?
Hell nah. Giannis ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
yeah, I don't think so
Nah,
either.
they not
Giannis
letting
ain't going
Giannis go.
nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. As much
I think there's a
trash
lot
as
of
he
talk.
do, he not going nowhere.
Yeah,
Giannis
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
going nowhere. If
I think he's
Giannis goes
unhappy.
somewhere, it'll be after next season. He ain't going nowhere
Right.
this season.
Yeah. He gonna try to
Yeah,
win another one over there at least another year.
yeah. I think they need another legitimate star. To be honest with you, I think that him and Dame are
Hmm.
really good together. But I think that the rest of the team definitely they have a lot of role players. And the thing is, you got what's old boy's name? Dude with the forehead that be shooting good. That play for
Middleton?
them. Middleton.
Middleton.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
Middleton
you're
is
talking
a
about yeah.
beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He got.
when they traded him, it was over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
said it. I said it when that was the last piece
you know what was
before
going.
Drew. Yeah, when
You know
Drew
what was
left,
happening.
I was like, all right, they got Middleton still, so they still some trouble. Then they got Dame and Kuzma. You feel me? Like they had everybody for him, and then when they traded Kuzma for Middleton, I was like, oh man, that's not
Yeah,
good.
so that's the thing though, and the thing with Kuzma is that he's talented, man. He's just not consistent, man. He
Yeah,
he he don't have he has no consistency. He's a lot like he was when he was in LA.
a lot,
They
a
Hey,
look for
lot.
him to
here's
do
the
a
thing
lot,
with
and he
Kuzma.
don't do what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? So he tries to enjoy
Yeah,
the life over playing the game.
facts.
Exactly. I'm with you.
Telling you, it's a fashion show out here, man. We watching Vogue right now with some of these players. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. So yeah, I think personally, yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies won that trade. Overall, you got 6-1. You got 4 first rounders. You got 2 players. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Let's not dismiss that this man is an NBA champion. Let's be for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he got
Honestly,
and he participated in helping them Lakers win that year too. So
what it
that's
comes down
like
to at
that's
the end
how I
of the
feel.
day, what it comes down to at the end of the day is, can you hit on those draft picks? You're spending less money on young people. Can you hit on those draft picks?
You
and
gotta hit. That's a
make
must.
something gel. That's what that comes down to.
Either that or give him off to somebody else for somebody. Like
I'm
unless you
saying
just
there's a
took
team
him,
in the
you know,
finals right now that made that happen
it's
after
somebody that can
George
use.
trade.
It's somebody that can use them draft picks. It's somebody that be smart, like OKC did, and took all them draft picks and was like, "I'm gonna hold on to all these motherfuckers.
And
I'm
still
not trading
got
none of them
all the draft picks in the world for the next 3 years.
all my life. They
Come
good."
on, man. I mean, if anybody know what to do with draft picks, we know Cody know what to do with draft picks. God damn it. The Boston Celtics had 17 million draft picks the last 3 years in a motherfucking row.
And we had a gang of them hoes.
They had 17 first round picks, and I didn't even know they picked 17 times in the first round.
Look at all them players we got over there. Look, and ask me what we paid for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
At the end of
not
the
a
day,
damn
though,
thing.
you got to keep players healthy.
Man, fact. That's the most important. That's the most important. You know, and even if you come over and you're not as healthy as we already know that you aren't on your report, it's up to you too to put in that work to even stay more in the game. Period. Because you making a choice to come over here and work for this organization.
I mean, we
So
were
it's like
just
you
talking
gotta.
about,
It's a double-edged sword with that. You know what I'm saying?
we were just talking about Dallas. We're just talking about San Antonio, teams that cannot stay healthy. The Bucks, a team that cannot stay healthy.
They need that player that's going to be healthy.
You get all those pieces on the floor at one point in time, the sky's the limit.
Right.
But you're only playing with 33% of the puzzle. You're grasping at straws at that point in time, you know?
Well, I mean, that was all season. The Warriors couldn't keep a healthy squad on the floor
At all. Dallas, you see what happened to Dallas?
Yeah. Everything fell apart.
They couldn't even substitute.
Yeah. Yeah, they running everybody into the ground.
That's what happens.
They pulled the ball boy. They put the ball boy on the court and gave him a jersey real quick.
Bobby Boucher's out there trying to put up shots. Yeah,
I'm telling you, the water boy came out and everybody came out.
They called me, but I told them I was loyal to Miami. So I sent them the voicemail first time, and then they called back. I was like, "Bro, what is going on?"
Yeah, I did.
Just because I live here and I got a shot, I can't. You know what I mean? Like what?
And they said Dallas was holding tryouts. If you was 6 foot anything, you was automatically on the squad.
It was good.
I walked on the court with a hot dog and some popcorn, like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? What y'all trying to
do? He said,
they were like, put a jersey on this man.
They was like, he can at least box out for sure. He's a big guy. He can box out.
Hey, man, don't let Billy fool y'all, man. Y'all ever seen Earthquake off and one?
Oh, you stupid.
Moves.
That's back in the day, man. I can't do that no more, James. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to get it, but I can't do that no more, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, back in the day, we used to be at Notre Dame for 7 hours, 8 hours in the day playing basketball.
All night.
Try it now. Try it now.
Who's that other big dude? Escalade?
Try it today. Try that today. And then come back to this show and tell me what you feel like.
Hey, man,
I might not even make it back to the show to tell you. Hey, look, I'll tell you afterwards.
Hey, boy, I had my 8-year-old in junior, and I said, "Come on, y'all, let's play 21." Right? The score was like 6-2 to nothing, and I had nothing, and I was like, "Don't y'all just want to play horse?"
Dude.
Hey, we got to do all this to run around and score some points, man. Can we just do something else?
Don't y'all just want to play horse?
That's funny. Hey, if I go to the gym now, I literally go there to rebound. You know what I'm saying? If I go into the gym, I usually tell them, keep shooting. Don't worry about me. Keep shooting.
Don't worry.
You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about me.
I got this.
I got this. Don't even trip. I bet just throw your hand up. I'm man, assist all day. Hey, look, I know you're gonna knock it down.
That's Escalade from A1. Escalade was like 6'10", 375.
Yeah, he was a beast
Hey,
though.
that nigga was cold though.
He
Hey,
was a
shout out
beast.
a RIP to one of the coldest
Yeah,
and one players. That man, he was one of
yeah,
the
he was a
coldest
beast.
agile big men I ever seen play basketball for real. Like,
Yeah, and flashy too.
Telling
Super
you right
flashy.
now,
Super flashy.
Escalade and Earthquake was the coldest and one players I ever
who you
seen.
say, Ayo?
Those big guys. I'm talking about big guys.
Oh yeah, him. It was Ayo. All the tall nigga, everybody that was tall or overweight, man. Him, Ayo. Well, he wasn't as big, but it was the other dude, the other homie that they had. Man, look, we ain't trying to get on top of y'all. Look, they gonna take me back. I used to watch and one before I played basketball, literally.
I used to watch it all day long. Yeah, I used to watch it all day
Man, as
long.
soon as I'll be ready to go out there and hit all the
So I said,
hit you with
yeah,
them spin
them
moves and all
cats,
that.
Shout out to the
them cats,
OGs, man. Hot sauce.
absolutely, absolutely.
Spider
I mean,
Man,
Man.
they should have made a lot more money, man. Back then, there was a lot of people being taken advantage of. But as far as talent went, they definitely had it. Maybe not on the NBA court, but when it came to the street ball, they were literally the beast of street ball. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of
facts.
fun to watch. Very entertaining. You know what I'm
I
saying?
tell you
So,
right now, I get out there right now and do all that and one shit as long as y'all need a referee.
Man,
man, what?
Honestly,
hey,
You,
look,
I
he
yeah,
go participate
yeah,
as the
yeah.
ref.
I know
Look,
your
is what
knees
he
ain't what they
said.
used to be. I watched a
man,
Kobe beat
what?
your ass a couple months ago.
Dude.
Yo,
All right. So this next topic right here, you know what I'm saying? Didn't want to get hung up too much on that, but man, we always open up the show like that, and that's how we get fired up. You know what I mean? That'd be funny shit right there. Definitely, you see everybody over here ain't taking them risks getting on that court. You know what I mean? We could
what?
check you out. Hey, look, I still got a little bit in me. I run a game or two, but after that, it's
I'm
over
Mr.
with.
Glass
After
at this
that, it's
point in
over.
time. I'm Mr.
Uh,
Glass, bro. I got 2 glass ankles. Not doing it.
Man,
look,
what?
hot sauce. Look, let's not forget hot sauce. Levi, shout out to Levi, always here. Uh, man, the next topic, Tracy McGrady though, man. I don't know what he drinking on. I don't know what he on. He on that ayahuasca or something. You know what I mean? Hey, he over here saying Kyrie didn't have better handles than Jamal Tinsley. You know what I mean? Of course, I got the receipts. You know, because I didn't say he did.
The handle like that.
Yeah, Jamal Tinsley. You remember Jamal Tinsley? Man,
Jamal Tinsley
I don't think
handles
nobody
is
had
nowhere
better handles
near
than Jamal
better than
Tinsley.
Kyrie
Even
Irving.
Kyrie.
Y'all are geeking. Jamal Tinsley, his handles was crazy. He had crazy.
I don't know who that dude is, but I just wanted to get that in there. Yeah, man. T Mac. Really?
T Mac. So that's the thing, though. When you talking to somebody like a legend like that, man, he gonna always compare those people that we see as legendary to the people that he played with, or people that he played around, or people of that era. Just based on the fact that back then, if they weren't just scorers, if they had handles, they were seen as the talent for that at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that. Because that's the thing, though. I don't want to. I'm not trying to down Jamal Tinsley because he was a freaking beast to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like overall he definitely had the handles. He never really had. I would say that Kyrie is a better shooter overall, especially in the mid range. But to me, Kyrie, he can't. They're two different types of players. Even though they play the same position, two different types of
Yeah.
players talent wise. It's hard to put them in the same book when you're talking about
Facts.
who did what. You know what I'm saying? So I think T Mac was just on some. I'm not big into using these new words, but maybe he was just glazing his board. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense for him to say that Jamal Tinsley is on the same level as Kyrie ever. You
I
Yeah,
know?
mean,
So,
I agree with you that he's always going to compare the players to the ones he played, and I feel that way, and I understand that. I mean, because when I watch these new players, I always think about the ones that I watched growing up, and like
hmm
when I watch track, I think about, you know what I'm saying, Michael Johnson. Every time I see a 400 runner, or those kind of things, but being a Pacer fan my whole life, I've seen Jamal Tinsley at his best. I seen the game when he had like 17 assists, something crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set the Pacers record, only broken by Tyrese Halliburton. Um, I don't think T-Mac ever had to stick Kyrie Irving. That's the difference. Like, he's never had to hold Kyrie Irving.
Nope,
Right?
he ain't never had to hold nobody like him.
So I get where he's coming from. If you've never had to hold somebody like Kyrie and watching it, you like, man, I held motherfucking Jamal Tinsley, man. That nigga had the ball on the string. Man, I held Allen Iverson. But
That's
you
another
ain't,
nigga. That's what you should have said. Hey, look, that's what you should have said. He ain't no AI. You feel me? Cause
you ain't held no Kyrie. I've seen Kyrie nutmeg somebody in the game.
oh,
Yeah,
numerous, too many times, bruh. Him and him
yeah,
and Steph, him and Steph Curry and Chris Paul had battles. You understand? They purposely going at each other.
yeah. I think he should have definitely went to. I think he should have picked. I mean, it didn't have to be a point guard. He could have said somebody when he's talking about handles. He could have said somebody like Jamal Crawford or somebody like
Ooh,
that.
wee.
You know what I'm saying? He could have said somebody that made more
Tim
sense
Hardaway
overall.
or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like Jamal
Um,
Crawford. I like
hey,
that's a
Crawford
good one.
all day. Mahmoud is another one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
another one. You know what I mean? We
He
want to
could
talk
have he
about
could have
some
he could have
handles.
he
Right.
could have made a way better comparison as far as overall. He could have just picked a player that made more sense for the situation. It just didn't make sense really.
He could have said his damn godfather or make I think it's like his uncle or something, Rod Strickland. I think he like his
He could have.
godfather or something, Kyrie's godfather or something like that.
Yeah.
But bro, yeah, they it's dope, bro. Kyrie crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kyrie is
So
legit on all levels. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that if he stayed healthy throughout his entire career, obviously his numbers will be astronomical. The problem is he could never really stay healthy. We were talking about that earlier about health and the players, but I
yeah.
mean, I think he was hurt last year. So, um, but yeah, I just don't think that that's just not a smart or it's not a good conversation to have when you talk about comparison. Just because he's a point guard or whatever, it's just not. It's not a good one, man. Not a good comparison at all.
Yeah. Man, like knowing like where Kyrie come from and stuff like and knowing a lot about him, like literally, excuse me, literally like my number two favorite point guard of all time. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that, man. You know, like I don't and I'm a point guard guy. Like I love my Jason Tatum, you know what I'm saying, my Durant's, stuff like that. MJ's, Kobe's and everybody, but man, when it comes to the team, is the point guard. Like it start there. You know what I'm saying? If you hit Baron Davis, you know what I mean? Like people like them cats, like when it come to just pure skill at every level of the game, they gonna put it on you straight like that. Like Rod Strickland is another one though, like I just love because he didn't even look like he was doing a lot, but he did enough. You know what I'm saying? To make you look past like, damn, like I can't guard this nigga,
Yeah, but
uh
Jamal Tinsley is more comparable to somebody like a Raymond Felton, something like
type
that.
shit.
That don't
Yeah,
even make no sense for him to go Jamal Tinsley and Kyrie. They're not even supposed to be in the same lines like that.
right. Yeah, I don't even think he thought about what he was saying. Uh
But you think
but
about
yeah,
it now,
that's
because he's
my
getting
two.
criticized.
Right. Yeah, I know he thinking about it now. Yeah, everybody talking about that. Yeah, because that's just crazy, man. Like, then he's like he stood on it, you know what I mean? So just me personally, bro. Kyrie shitting on Tinsley. Nothing against Tinsley, but he is definitely shitting on Jamal
Not
Tinsley.
comparable.
Not even in the same bracket of hooping. And to even take Tinsley all the way away from Kyrie, Kyrie is an NBA champion. He won that championship game in Cleveland. LeBron didn't win that. LeBron came back to Cleveland. Let's be serious. Cleveland disowned this man after he left. They burnt his jerseys up and all kind. that was the craziest, man. That was the craziest time I ever seen in basketball. When before like after the Malice and the Palace and all that shit, like that was like next up to me. You know what I mean? Whole city burning your jerseys up, just disowning you, and then you come back after you done got 2 championships. Which I mean, in the sense, I can understand the move now because I guess he was trying to gain experience or get right to what you wanted. Because he always been that type of caliber player, and I can't be mad at you for not cheating yourself. But coming back, you had came back to a well polished team already. Kyrie was holding up that team. What they won in 2016? The 2-3 years beforehand, Cleveland was getting talked about because of Kyrie. You know what I mean? So LeBron
Yeah,
came right back to a machine that
And
was all just
Kevin Love
missing
was there
somebody
too.
like him. Kevin Love came back though. He came over after
Yeah.
LeBron came back. You know what I mean? Like LeBron came back, then they got J.R. Smith and Shumpert, then they got Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what is we
Like
talking about?
what?
I'm just wondering what we talking about. I just don't like hearing all this Cavs and LeBron James shit. That's all. That's
Look. You missed it. Yeah, you missed it before lead up to it. We still talking about the Kyrie. We just talking about the caliber of player he is and what he done came from and the respect that people don't be giving him sometimes. And then I'm like to separate him and Jamal Tinsley even more on a scale where they not next to each other is he got a championship ring that he won in my
well, yeah. I
eyes.
mean, but
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
think he was even comparing their talent. He was just
Nah, he was
talking
just
about the
talking the
talent.
dribbles, right? But we were just talking, and I was just saying in general, like that boy Kyrie a different level of hoop. You know what I mean? Like
I think it's really
Tinsley was
hard to
like that.
just. I think it's really hard to just do that anyway. I mean, we're talking about
Exactly.
basketball. There's a lot of skills involved. It's hard to, even if he says just the handle, it still doesn't make sense for that to be an argument. But
Right.
overall, you can't. It's hard to say. It's hard to compare these two names, put them in the same sentence when it comes to overall talent and what they could do in the league. It just doesn't make sense.
Now
Yeah.
you can't compare talent. No, we can
No,
compare
you
dribble.
can't.
Like I really think Rafer Alston is always underrated when we talk about
Man,
handles in the game.
man. Let's skip to my Lou. Let's be fucking for real.
Yeah.
Like, let's be for real. Skip got a name on the streets. You feel me? Like he's more like a what's that motherfucking player that got caught up with the drugs, but he was cold as hell and got what I mean? Like he made it to the league, but he got caught up with the drugs. Man, I can't remember his name, bro. Man, Earl Manic Goat. That's another that's another one, bro. Like it'd be crazy. Like we can go on and on about that.
If I may, real quick, all we need to know about what he's saying right there is there's a little bit of bias there or whatever, but Kyrie Irving, #1 overall pick. Tinsley, number 27. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Still a great pick if you're in the first round, obviously, but still, yeah, you're right. They're
Right.
not compared.
What are we talking about here? We're not talking about the same player. One of them
I mean,
is when he's healthy,
originally we're talking
The
about
other one is a role player.
No, they're not on the same level talent wise. We were actually talking about handles. That's why I was like, we got off the handles and we started comparing the player, and that's no comparison at all.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to do that though. It's hard to
Even
do
with
that
the
when
hand.
you're talking about skills. I mean, that's the thing though. In basketball, we don't. If basketball was just about handles, that's what we would be talking about when we talk about basketball. Even when he did that, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if we're talking about handles or not. The thing is they give me a heads up about the game, trying to let me know what's happening. Trying to let me know what's happening. It's hard. Even if you just talking about handles, tell me besides the All Star weekend, when did we just talk about somebody's handles? What we're not talking about skill challenges here. You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
gonna talk about the player, you gotta talk about everything he did. It doesn't make sense.
I'm saying right now is if you want to be like, hey, who has better handles, AI or Kyrie Irving historically, that's the conversation. I don't even think we're on the same plane that we should be on right now. That's just
No.
my opinion.
No, look, that was T Mac. Look, once again, I ain't say it. He did.
I can't do it. I
That's
can't do it. I
my
still
boy.
even if
And
I still can't do it.
When
Everybody's
I heard you
entitled.
say it,
Everybody's
I'm like,
entitled to
T-Mac,
their
what are you
opinion.
talking about, bro? I'm like, what are you
Everybody's
talking about?
entitled to their opinion. T-Mac, I don't agree with you, but if you saw that with your own eyes and you're a future Hall of Famer or a current Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Whatever it is,
I'm not gonna argue with
I
you, but
mean, it is
I'm
what it
not
is.
seeing what you saw, bro. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, we haven't seen what you saw.
I guess I got to go back and look at some Jamal Tinsley highlight reels and see if they. I mean,
I
my
watch Jamal
thing.
Tinsley every year with the Pacers. You ain't gonna see shit. You is not gonna see what you looking for. Trust me.
Hey,
It's
who's
not
got better
there.
handles, Jamal Tinsley or
So
White
it's not
Chocolate?
there. I mean, you will see 12 assists in a game, but you're not gonna see somebody get nutmegged. You're not gonna see a killer crossover. You're not gonna see you're not gonna see a tween
Man, we
step
about to
back
see
three.
a Rondo out there hooping. Hey, look, we about to see a Rondo
I just I
out
just
there
think it's a
hooping.
bad conversation to have because, like I said, though, even when we watch those mixtapes, or even if they show handles, they're gonna show what he does at the end, how he finishes, whether he jellying the ball to the rim, whether he making a great pass. They're gonna show a lot more than just the handles. It's just a bad conversation to have. It just is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
there are a ton of people out here who ain't professionals that you can go to the court and be like, man, his handles is nasty. But you ain't gonna compare him to somebody that's in the league just because he got good hands. We ain't gonna talk about this. It's a bad conversation to have. It just is. I think. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's a deep one for sure to go into. Uh man, with that being said, before we go to this next topic, like, comment, and subscribe. Throw the Talk Sports Podcast. Got my boy Ace Juice in the building. The Pharaoh. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Man, we had Trav and we had Tune and we had motherfucking Ron Nubian, but they disappeared before the show even
I'm
started.
about to say what
Hey,
happened.
look,
Yeah, what
Trav
happened to
said he
them?
was gonna be back. I don't know, but he probably watching right now for real. He probably in the comments ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean?
It's
Make sure
okay
you hit
though.
that
Jamal
like button though.
Tinsley's here. We're still holding it down, baby.
Hey man, then we going over. Let's see what I want to talk about. Do I want to close out the show with the finals, or we want to just get right to it? You know what I mean? What you want to do?
We got the finals. I'll speak on it a little bit, being the pacer in here. I gotta
Right.
be honest.
I guess we can go there. You know, while we on the topic of the
After
hoop.
watching game five, game
Hmm.
four, I gotta be honest with y'all. You know,
The
based
refs won the game.
but based, I've been kind of quiet. I'm willing to admit. Unfortunately for me, seeing game four opened up a lot of bad wounds for a Pacer fan like me. And I really, this is just my little soliloquy, my rant, but I got to give a shout out to all the young Pacer fans, like my son, and like all of these new age Tyrese Halliburton followers, because it takes for them to bring brothers like me back. Because I gave up after watching Scott Foster miss calls, blatantly whistle us out the game. We blatantly got whistled out of that game. It opened up game seven goaltending against Victor Oladipo wounds. A 2-minute report. Oh, we missed it. Yeah, that was a goaltend. It opened up um, Malice in the Palace wounds. It opened up a whole lot of watching my team be the better team and watching the NBA officials blow the whistle and beat my team. Not the other team, but the whistle. So I'll be honest. After that, I woke up the next day and I was truly feeling like this series is over. They getting ready to give it to OKC. This is just me. I really felt like they getting ready to give it to OKC. And you can't blame me because for 40 plus years, I've watched this happen to the Indiana Pacers. Held on to hope, watch them blatantly get cheated, and then they say, oh, yeah, y'all got cheated. Better luck next year, right? So when I seen that, I was kind of like, fuck it. It's over. We getting ready to go. They're going to whistle us out again. Because if you watch the game, anybody that's watching, you can see the Pacers is clearly the better in shape team. They're the better team out there. They have better coaching. When they start blowing those whistles, it kind of put me in that mode. Shout out to all the young fans like my son and them that never went through that trauma, that don't have that PTSD. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton for developing them to have that trait, because they feel like the series is still open. They feel like we still got a chance. They ain't gave up on hope. And those young fans really feel like the Pacers are going to win it all. So because of them, I have a renewed sense of hope. And I'm going to flip my switch and say, fuck them referees, Pacers and 6.
So I hear you at 100%. And I think that it's funny that every single year, no matter what happens in a game, if the home team loses, then it has to be the refs. Are the refs making bad calls? For sure. They definitely miss calls too. But what I will say is that being up 4 that late into the game, and then you got somebody like Ben Mathurin fouling people before they get, and it was clear. That was also a call that they made. That he's grabbing jerseys and grabbing wrists on them while they trying to get out of they trying to throw the ball in. That was clear, James. That definitely happened. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't call that, then what happens then? Then the Pacers get the win off of a bad or a missed call. Like, where do we go? Where do we go with that? That's another conversation to be had. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm not saying that every call that they made against the OKC was bad or good. And I'm not saying, every call that they made against in the Pacers was bad or good. What I'm saying is that is always the argument. That's always the argument. My thing is like the Pacers had the lead, and all they had to do was finish the game, make some shots too. They threw up some bad shots at the end of the game. So you can't just blame it all on the rest. I think that when you got a lead like that, you got to finish it. You have to put the ball in the hoop. That is the name of the game. So not to say that there weren't some bad calls made, because there definitely were, but on both sides. On both sides. Y'all bridged Williams a couple times in that game, and they could have been called they could have been called flagrants, and they could have been called some other stuff. They just didn't call it. He just hit the ground. He just taking bumps like he a wrestler. That doesn't even make no type of sense what we saw happening to Williams in that game. When I say they was clobbering that dude, this is not the Colts versus the OKC. This is dang on Pacers versus OKC. They were throwing that dude around. You know what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying, but it's not always the ref's fault. I think a lot of times it's about finishing the game. And what I will say is at the end, they threw up some bad shots, especially y'all center. Your center threw up a 3-pointer that barely hit the rim at the very end close to the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make any type of sense. And I believe they missed a couple bunnies. You know what I'm saying? Not getting rebounds after them. So I can't put it all on the refs. I think that when you're at home, you got to think about it. Y'all took a game in OKC. Y'all took the first game of the series in OKC. And I'm telling you now, OKC was online talking about bad calls. You know what I'm saying? So it can't just be about the refs every time. I've had that same mindset with Miami a few times, where we got played in the past for sure off of bad calls, but we also didn't finish the game when we had the lead, and you guys had the lead with very little time on the clock, and they didn't finish. They threw up some bad shots, and then got Mathurin fouling people before the ball gets in the game. That's crazy. What are you doing grabbing his wrist? Bumping him is a different thing, because there was a lot of bumps. This whole series has been nothing but bumps. But you could see him physically grab that man's wrist, and you think they're not going to call that? What do you expect them to do?
If they're not calling Pacers down 3, inbounding the ball, and a blatant two-hand push on Tyrese Halliburton. Blatant.
You know but has his whole series not been super physical?
But
am I wrong? Am I wrong?
But come on, man.
Am I wrong?
When you have the star player in Tyrese Halliburton
It definitely has been physical,
and he doesn't get a free throw until game 4 of the fucking series. Game 4. The man didn't get one free throw until game 4 of the series. That doesn't ante up. That doesn't make sense. That just.
Well, I guess you could say the same thing with Shea, though, right?
It's not
Wasn't
about
Shea the same?
It's not about the miss. It's about the missed calls in crucial times that sway the game, right? I'm not saying that it wasn't handsy. I'm not saying that it wasn't physical. What I'm saying is when these calls that's going to matter. This is a 2-3 point game. When there's a 1 possession game and you don't call the push off travel, when there's a 1 possession game and they have a chance of getting the ball and scoring and you don't call the 2-handed push, when it's a 1 possession game and you call a ticky-tack foul on the free throw merchant, when they've been putting hands on each other all game. But now you're going to call a simple tiny hand check on the jump shot when we ain't called it all game, but you call it in the crucial moment of a 1 possession game. Those are the calls I'm talking about.
I think that's a tough. All I'm saying is it's tough to scrutinize them for making the call when that literally in those moments is so blatant. It's so blatant. It's not like it's being hidden. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that's happening, whether it be a ticky tack or a push or whatever. The thing is that this whole season, right? We've known Shea for making his own space by literally pushing off with his offhand all season long, right? He's tried that with y'all. They ain't allowed it not one bit. They haven't allowed it not one bit until the end of that game. Until the end of that game. Until the end of that game. But what I'm saying is how
allowing it, and then you allow it at the end. Come on, man.
Dude, it's hard to say. It's hard to say that guy. It's hard to say he didn't do it to get his balance from getting knocked off. He got knocked off balance too, right on the way to the rim. Am I wrong? So even if he did it to get his balance, what do you call that then? So which one is it? Which way is we gonna go with it?
Well, it was a travel afterwards.
What you got, Ace?
All I'm saying is I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with either one of you. If you're going to call a foul, call it the entire game. Don't just wait till the fourth quarter, late fourth quarter when the game's on the line. A foul is a foul in the first, the same way it's a foul in the second, the way it's a foul in the third, the way it's a foul in the fourth. And
but was it like that?
I'm not a conspiracy theory kind of guy, but all I'm saying is we got a certain NBA referee that I think is currently still in prison for saying the NBA told us to keep close. Tim Donaghy or whatever. And who was on Donaghy's squad? Scott Foster. I'm not saying that the whole thing's rigged. All I'm saying is if it's a foul in the fourth quarter, it should be a foul the entire game.
I hear what you're saying, but don't you think OKC?
That's my only point for what I want to say here, guys.
I hear you. I think OKC fans were saying the same, though. They were saying the same about it being rigged for them losing in that first game. They were saying the same thing.
Scott Foster wasn't there the first game.
It ain't about Scott Foster. I'm talking about the calls. I'm talking about the calls, period.
Right, but I'm on the same thing with I get you with the calls, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Had it not been Scott Foster, had they not had the shot of Scott Foster literally standing there watching the push off and travel, literally standing there watching it. If it wasn't him that called that ticky-tack foul with the hand check when the man went up to shoot the ball on Naismith, if it wasn't Scott Foster on those two calls right there,
nobody be talking about it.
That was 1 possession plays. These are 1 possession plays. And it's Scott Foster. If it wasn't Scott Foster, I think I wouldn't have this much of an issue. I'm going to be honest with you. But since it's Scott Foster, and he has that pass, and he has
understand
reputation.
I understand it.
You have the video footage of him standing there watching it.
I understand that, yeah.
It's hard for me not to say that's what it is when we have the facts that he was the one texting with Donaghy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to buy into any conspiracy theory or anything. Obviously, there's a reason that he's still reffing in the NBA. All I'm saying is, as a referee crew, whether it's the Super Bowl, whether it's the MLB, whether it's the NHL, call the game the same way the entire game. Is all I'm saying. Not just when money's on the line, Vegas odds are on the line, whatever, late in the game. If it's a foul in the fourth quarter, it's a foul in the first quarter. Call it the same way, not just
I think
when.
Nah,
You see where I'm coming from. If you're
yeah.
gonna
I do.
call it the same way the entire time, not just when we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it if it would have been called the same. That game could have been entirely different. It could have been 20 points one way or the other if you would have called shit the same way that entire game.
Yeah, and like
But you didn't.
I'm
So now everybody's focused on this.
I'm willing to
Leave
admit
anybody watching
that Billy,
without a doubt. Call it down the middle if you're gonna call it.
I am willing to admit, Billy, you got a great point. They didn't execute down the end. There was some not wise decisions, and there was some bad rebounding. I will eat all of that. I got to stand on my ground, though. If it wasn't Scott Foster, I probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
So look, I'm gonna take Scott Foster out. I'm gonna take the fouls out, and I'm about to drop just straight devil's advocate facts right now. Yes, I picked the Pacers to win because I feel like the Pacers got a better put together team when it comes to playing 48 minutes. The OKC and the Pacers is just about the same youth. And when you look at it for real, in the paper, on paper, it's a full-blown match. You know what I mean? So I'm about to take all that right now and give you just real quick schematics only of game 4. All these other games don't even matter. All the calls that's been matter, I'm not even caring about it right now. 5 minutes into the game, the end of the game, almost being over. Shea Gildress outscored damn near the whole squad, 15 points. The OKC alone outscored the Pacers 31-17.
You can't let them go on a run like that.
No.
Then watching the game, seeing the Pacers up the whole game, not part of the game, not the half of the game. Then they bounced back. No, y'all was up the whole game. Had the chance to hold on to that lead. Boom. Y'all what the switch was? Because I peeped it. Think about all these other games that y'all been playing against SGA and the OKC Thunder, and he has the ball facilitating, right? When they coming up the court, who got the ball? SGA. He gonna try to do his thing, pass off screen, come get the ball back, get to his spot, boom. If not, he gonna screen, assist Jalen Williams or Isaiah Joe or whoever. You know what I mean? This time, they let Jalen Williams move the ball up the court. What that does, that spares SGA to keep his energy to where he needed to be when it comes to the time of where he know how to play the type of basketball that they play. The type of basketball that they play, they don't play to get tired. No, they don't. Now, if they get beat out, then they just get beat out. As we seen the last 2-3 games. They was tired as hell messing with y'all because y'all built to do that to people. What they did was they switched that up. The ball control went into Jalen Williams' hand. What is Jalen Williams? The crash man. Because he's going to do whatever SGA not doing. He know what SGA going to do. You know what I'm saying? And he got a supporting cast with Luke Dort.
Saving him a little bit of energy, too. I see where you're coming
Man,
from.
he's saving all of the energy when he take the ball. Just from that, though, alone. He's saving him energy taking the ball off of his hands, driving it up the court. Why? Because we need SDA to come in that second half and go boom. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's known for doing. Why y'all think he has so much energy within that half to do that towards the end of the game? Because of that. It's just tiny things like that you will be so worried about everything else that you will miss that the other team is doing to make them effective calls happen, to make them debatable calls happen, knowing that we already know about. We're not going into this series retarded, let's be for real, knowing that SGA don't do what he do on that court. You know what I'm saying? He's a baiter. He's a baiter. Let's be serious. He's a baiter. When you fall into the trap, you're going to get caught. Ain't no other way around that. His team doesn't and can't do that. Chet Holmgren can't do that.
Kev, go ahead and give yourself a hand clap real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Real quick.
Let me be for real.
You ain't lying, bro. No, you ain't lying.
Look, let me be for real with my Pacers fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Celtic fan. People cry about Jason Tatum and all that when we always played and he's being physical, going to the hoop. So it's hard to negate the fact that he getting every call. He earned it. And then when he want to make his, like not taking nothing away. But I say it every time. When you got the star and the star need to show up, they going to have to do what they know they can do. Don't
So
wait.
what exactly is your take?
What?
What exactly is your take?
That y'all lost the game. I don't think the cause lost the game. The cause been happening the whole series. This been a physical series, bro. Let's
It's
be
been a
for
physical.
real. Let's be
I
for real.
respect
You
that.
can't
I
let
just don't
you can't put a
understand
wool. You
how
can't put a wool over
nobody
your
on
eyes.
here seen the travel or the push off and don't feel like
Bro,
that was an
look,
important.
I
How
just
y'all
did
don't
my
feel
whole
like that
take.
was an important
You
call,
see, I
missed
just took my
call,
whole,
when it
I
was
took
a
all the
one
files out of my
possession
take.
game. It was a one possession game. If it wasn't a one possession game,
Man.
I have no gripe with the call. But when those calls are made on a one possession by Scott Foster, that's when I run into the issue. But hey, y'all,
Man.
everybody got their opinion. You guys feel like it was the Pacers that blew it? I said it myself. They did take bad shots. They had terrible rebounding at the end of the game. They made very poor decisions. Defense was there, but trying to play defense with a whistle, and they calling this nonsense, is hard. We should have got another free throw also.
I think Dub, I think what Cap's saying is that in order to win the game, you need to outscore the other team, and you got to leave the refs out of it. Am I right, Cap?
31-17.
Hold on, but that's what I was getting to if you'd have let me finish. But what I was saying is,
31-17.
one thing about the Pacers about this team is that's why they end up beating teams. Teams that end up getting beat, like in a game one, and they like, how the fuck did the Pacers beat us? It's because one thing the Pacers don't have an issue with is playing through the calls, right? I don't expect any of y'all to know that because y'all not Pacer fans to be watching all season.
But we
But
don't got to
somebody
be
like
Pacer
me,
fans to know
the
that either.
reason why they make those comebacks like that and they so good at it is because they get the mindset of, hey, we're not going to get a fucking call. We've been getting cheated all night. We're not going to get a fucking call. So either
Bro,
you going to suck it up and you going to play this motherfucker, or you can sit here and complain afterwards about not getting a call. And they've been doing it all fucking season. They've been doing it all fucking season, right?
James,
Regardless of what y'all might think, the Pacers have been going and beating it without the call all fucking season.
Well, the end of the season is
Personally,
here then. The end of the season is here. Ain't no more excuses. They done
personally,
called the fouls. The fouls didn't happen. To me personally, y'all blew the fucking game. You can hold
that's
on to that.
cool. You
Y'all
can
blew the
have that.
game.
But what I'm
Y'all blew
saying
the
is,
game.
me personally, what I was saying is, me personally, it don't have nothing to do with the Pacers. It don't have nothing to do with the game. The
I
Pacers
feel
are
you.
cool. They back. They ready to play game 5. I was saying, me personally, going through all the shit I've been through watching my team, it to me seemed like here we go again. And regardless of what anybody else got to say on here, because there ain't no other Pacer fan but me, so that's cool. I know what it's like to be cheated by the motherfucking refs. And when I feel
I
like
think all
that
of our teams know
happens,
how to be cheated though. I don't think that's just an individual thing because I think we know how to. Our teams know how. We didn't see our teams get cheated the same. It's
every
just
one
it
of your
happens.
teams, every one of y'all on here teams done got a #1 pick and a championship.
What that mean? What that got to do with the
The
game right
Pacers
now,
have
though?
never got a championship. The Pacers have never got a #1 pick.
So look, is the Pacers never ever having a #1 pick, nor ever having a championship got to do with the fucking referees? Hell no.
No,
What I'm
not at
trying to
all.
let you know is, I know what it's like to be on the losing end. Y'all know what
I
it's
hear
like to
you.
be on the winning end.
But
I'm a
we ain't beating
Cleveland
it.
Browns fan. I don't want to
Man,
fucking
let's be
hear
real.
about it.
Let's be real.
Cleveland
We're talking
rocks.
basketball, Ace. We're not talking about football. We know
We
them
talking
sorry
losing right
motherfuckers ain't
now.
gonna
Look,
never
we
win
talking
shit.
losing.
You're talking to the king of fucking losing over here.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's fact. That's big fact. Matter of fact, you might want to go find your brown paper bag, man. And
The Browns got the heaviest record of losing.
Yeah, I
Go
think
ahead.
they got more problems coming. To be honest, after they did that deal where their quarterback went down, and they was yelling, "You deserve it." I think they deserve another year, 100 years of losing for that. To be honest with you.
I'm letting you know, personally,
That's sad.
King James, man to man, I understand where you're coming from, and I brought up the whole referee thing, and I don't think it's not a thing. You know what I mean? I think that I'm not saying sports are rigged, but sometimes it seems like things are rigged. But that also comes with my point of call it down the middle of the entire fucking game if you're going to do it. Now, as a Browns fan, we just suck. The Pacers have a chance to do something here, but if right now the spread is 9 points this game, and yeah, I think it's at 9 on DraftKings, 9 points.
I really don't think none of that.
There's not a chance in hell the Pacers lose by 9
haven't
with
been
how
the
competitive
favorites.
this series has been.
The Pacers haven't been the favorites in any game, but every game 3 that they lost.
Going into game 3, did you know that in the playoffs, the Thunder were?
I think game 4 they had the highest. They had the highest underdog bet that they had the whole season.
Going into game 3,
no, that's right now at plus 300.
The Thunder were
right. Yeah, I think it was like 2 something. The last game.
The Pacers were 0-3 going into game 3s this postseason. The Thunder were 1-2. Somebody had to win that game. The Pacers won that game.
And the Thunder haven't lost back to back either. Like that's just a stat.
I can tell you right now,
back to back either. Now that's just a stat.
The difference maker to me in this entire series is I know Pacers fans. I know Dub. I know Buck Sexton. I know these motherfuckers. When you go to Indy and if you steal a game on the road in Indianapolis, that's a big deal. When you go to
that's OKC, a very big deal.
There's
that's
not
a huge
person
deal.
in OKC. I watched the video earlier.
That's a huge. Not a series is 1-1 now. You know,
I was watching the video earlier.
The guy was
like, "Yo, no, ride or die, OKC fans." And the guy said, "Where did SGA go to college?" Not one ride or die fan could tell you where SGA went to college, and only one of them.
That's because he's Canadian.
What SGA meant.
That's because he's Canadian. That's why they can't say that, Ace.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Dub.
Let's be real. That's why they can't say that. Matter of fact, Ben Simmons. I mean, not Ben Simmons. My fault. Nembhard, Mathurin, and SBA. All these cats done played on the same team against each other with each other.
Dort too.
Dort too. In my life.
Right, but I mean, I don't understand that SGA went to Kentucky, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Thank you.
How long though?
Real talk though. We're moving into game 5.
He went to Kentucky. That nigga is a blue blood.
We're moving into game 5 in the next 45 minutes. I'm telling you right now, if the Pacers win tonight and stomp on their fucking throat, the Pacers are winning in 6.
Yeah, I said the same. If they win tonight, they definitely win in 6. Yeah.
If the Thunder,
they win the game in OKC again. They beat OKC at home again. They gonna win.
If the Thunder win tonight, it's going 7.
And my pick ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen what happened. I seen what affected. Now, me just saying that, bro, go ahead and take that into the game and watch. You know, watch the adjustments that Rick Carlisle make because of what happened. You know what I mean? Because Rick Carlisle ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Let's move around the room real fast. I'll start. I'm telling you right now, I think Thunder win tonight. Cap, where are you going? Thunder win tonight. Originally, when we did this preview, I said Thunder in 6.
Just as close as that game was.
I think Thunder
as close as that game was 2 days ago. This game gonna be even closer. Like,
I'm telling you, Thunder wins tonight. Pacers in 7.
Man, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say that if Thunder win tonight, Pacers in 7. If Pacers win tonight, they winning at home. Like that's the key too. Like they are the better team as far as when it comes to minute wise. They remind you every time why this game is played 48 minutes because ain't no giving up. It's all about man, Rick Carlisle, don't motherfucking take everybody out when you feeling comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And they need to stick to that plan that they've been killing Thunder with this whole fucking series. And what is that? Making SGA play off the ball. I mean, or
67
play
feet of
or even
defense.
hold the ball more.
67
Because
feet of defense. Let's
if
go.
SGA the only one holding the ball and y'all guarding everybody else, his optimal pieces like Jalen Williams and stopping Chet or even Harnestein, you stop Harnestein from getting all them damn rebounds and silly ass 2 pointers in the hole, and you stop Jalen Williams from outside. Chet gonna be forced to have to come and play a game that he don't play, and we see what happened when that happened. Chet can't hold that team up like SGA just did in Game 4. We ain't gonna be able to see that. So I'm gonna go still with the Pacers, either in 6 or 7, if they win or
Billy,
lose
this
tonight.
game,
Well,
I bet
6
how
if
you
they
see the
win,
series going.
7 if they lose.
I think if the Pacers had one last game, I definitely had the Pacers in 6. The problem
Right.
is I don't think that you're going to ever see the OKC Thunder shoot that bad ever again from 3, especially. I think that a lot of the problems they had last game had to do with Rick Carlisle making bad rotations when people were getting hot. Obi Toppin came in and knocked down 2 big threes in a pivotal
Man.
moment in the last game, and then he took him out of the game. I didn't understand why he did that. So
Right.
I think that a lot of it, I think that the game is a mud ball. I think there's a lot of different variations of things that happen during the game that make it, to where we can scrutinize what happened at the end. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Rick Carlisle made some really bad rotations when players were on point. They come
Right.
in doing some hot stuff and he takes them out of the game for somebody who was, started the game or whatever. But I still see it as OKC in 7 because I don't think that they'll ever shoot that bad again. I don't think it's going to happen.
Moving on to you, King James.
Oh, we already
Where
know
you
where
at on
he
this?
going. That's self-explanatory.
We gotta wait. Let's hear his opinion, man.
I mean, what do you want to hear? I mean,
Let's say, hey, King James, the Pacers lose tonight theoretically.
then they win in 7.
Okay, no,
So he pretty
I'm not
much
mad at
saying
you.
what I said.
I'm not mad at you whatsoever.
I
None
mean,
of these games have been blowouts.
I mean, I hate to say
Hey,
it, but
shout out to Levi too,
I'm
French speaking weirdos
putting my
right now.
money. I'm putting my money on the Pacers tonight because it's plus 300. I mean, that's only the smart thing to motherfucking do. It's plus 300. I mean, $50 gonna win me about 120. So, I mean, it's plus 300. So I'm definitely gonna put a couple dollars on there. But
Yeah.
my thing is this. I said it before. Um, Pacers are in better shape. They have a better coach. Um, as long as Rick Carlisle don't do that stupid game 3 shit like
I'm
he did
telling you, man.
4, because he did game 3 shit in game 4
Yes.
instead of doing that game 3 shit that he usually do in game 3.
Yes.
He did that game 3 shit in game 4. I don't like that.
Yes.
But however, like I always said, y'all brought up just like, I'm not calling y'all that, but I'm just being honest. Just like ESPN, everybody bring up the fact that, oh, OKC ain't lost 2 games in a row in forever. Well, y'all might want to go double check and see that the Pacers ain't lost 2 games in a row in forever either.
Well, I mean, if y'all want to keep that record going,
And the
then y'all
Pacers are
better
on
shit.
historic pace
Well,
when they're
what I'm
behind.
saying is just, it's just fact. And the fact of the matter is, it's big shit when it come down to OKC, but it's little shit when it's the Pacers. But just know that's the same thing. OKC ain't lost 2 in a row. The Pacers ain't lost 2 in a row. That's why both of them is in the championship. You know what I mean? So let's put some respect on both the squads and quit making it seem like, oh,
Ain't nobody
OKC.
making it
No,
seem
I'm
I
not
nothing.
never,
talking
I
about you
never, I
personally.
never did,
I'm
I
not.
never, never said that.
I'm not
I
talking
never
about.
said that.
I'm not talking
Man,
about y'all personally. I'm talking about
Okay,
major media. I'm talking
all
okay.
about
right.
I was about to
major
say
media.
what?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
talking
gonna
about
say you
major
can't put
media.
everybody
Well,
in that boat.
let's just stop they're a superior team. When if they were a superior team, we wouldn't be sitting here at 2-2. So Pacers got a shot just as much as OKC. I'm taking Pacers in 6 if they win tonight. Pacers in 7 if they lose.
Well, I personally think that it's just a good ass fucking series. I like it that it's 2 teams that we ain't seen in it. We got one that got history with this shit. We got one that never been, besides once. Hey, so what's up, man? We see your hand.
I just want y'all to know real fast that Parlay Poppy is parlay for tonight. For some reason, they're saying that OKC is going to win by 9 on DraftKings. I say, damn that. I take Pacers money line. I also took Alex Caruso 8+ points. Chet Holmgren
He gonna get that
7+ rebounds. For I don't like random numbers in my shit, so I bet $3.16 to win 21-33 on Pacers +9 money line. Caruso +8 points, Chet Holmgren +7 rebounds for my where the parlay at for this evening.
All right.
Sounds good to me. I was about to say, what'd you say, James?
Okay.
Nah, I'm some of them player props. I just don't. I don't know.
Oh, those are
Look,
low,
don't
low.
look. I'm gonna tell
Those
you
are
right now, man.
low, brother.
Him. Don't listen to him when you're making your player props, man. He got that jinx effect. He'll tell you what he doing, then it happen, and then it'll happen. I ain't doing it no more just because of that. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. And
I'll
look,
be
man,
honest with
he
y'all,
just told me that shit the
fuck.
other day, and then I said just fucked up, and I was like, you know what, I ain't doing that shit no more.
I told you stay away from them player props. Y'all
Like,
listen
I
to
shouldn't
me
even send it to you. Hey, look, I shouldn't even send it to you.
especially when
I'm
you got
just
a money
saying,
line
I'm
at
just
plus
saying.
$300. I mean, plus
I'm
300.
just saying,
Why would you take a player prop?
you can turn $3 into 21 real quick if you go on some bullshit like I am.
No, it's all good, man.
Hey, man, I was about to say, not to be funny, James. I don't think it's gonna be as close as that. I think it's gonna be a 3-point barrage from OKC. That's what I think is about to happen. I think that they shoot better at home. I think they shoot better at home. I think it's gonna be bad. I think Isaiah Joe gonna get off. I think Caruso gonna get off.
They
I think that
they gonna play
Dort,
their best game.
I think Dort gonna get off. I think they're gonna get off threes. A lot of them. That's what I think is about to happen tonight.
They gonna try to start off early. You know how they get out, man. They gonna try to start off real early.
I think it's gonna be a lot of them. I'm not the defense. If y'all defense don't got it together immediately, and the rotations are not perfect, then they gonna get off a lot of threes, and they shoot well at home. It's gonna be a problem if y'all defense ain't on point, and if they make the calls even in any way, shape, or form, even though the rest is not the only thing that it's a lot of, it could be a mess, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, real quick then, Billy, give me DraftKings has it at 9. What do you have the spread at tonight? Do you think it's less or higher than 9 points?
Man,
I don't think it has a team won by 9 this entire series.
No, they haven't. I think the people think it's gonna just be close. I think it's gonna be different, man.
Won by 11.
By 11?
Everybody, they all done won by margins every game.
By 11? They won by 11? I'll say the same then. I'll go with 11.
11? Okay.
I got the score.
OKC hasn't beaten the Pacers by more than 9.
That's what I said. Neither one of the closest game they didn't have was the first game, which was 111, 110. And the rest of the games been 10-point plus margins.
Hey, there was some miracle threes though. There was some miracle threes at the end of that game. That was a wild game.
That was a
wild game, dude.
Do we know who the officials are for tonight?
What?
I don't even know. I didn't check.
Who the officials are for Game 5?
It's the same ones. It's the same ones all series.
I told you, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not Zach Zarba and it's not Scott Foster. One of them is on tonight.
Oh yeah, because they're OKC. So yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can find this real quick.
I got it already. You want me to forward it to you?
Oh no, just go ahead and share it if you can.
Say it out. Say it. Yeah.
You just say
it. Speak the truth. Talk about it.
It's John Goebel as the crew chief. It's Mark Davis as a referee. It's James Gucci Mane Williams as the umpire, and Ben Taylor as the alternate. The replay
that's cool. That's a solid.
Right.
That's a solid coaching. That's a solid referee staff.
That's them some known names, Gucci Mane especially. But we have to. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think it's all going to depend on Carlisle's rotations as far as him making sure that the right people are in the game, bro.
It's coming down to that. He can't pull that bullshit. Better call your
home
and don't do that bullshit.
You can't let somebody. You can't watch somebody get hot and pull them out the game for no reason. I don't understand it.
One thing I think everybody underestimates the Pacers on in this game, I'm not saying y'all because I've been listening to national media. What I think everybody in the national media has underestimated when it comes to this game with the Indiana Pacers is that the Pacers is not scared to win away. Like, they won in Cleveland, they fucking won in Milwaukee, they fucking won in New York. Like, going to OKC, I don't understand why everybody thinks going to OKC is a big bother. Like,
Right.
the road has not bothered the Pacers at all. Like, there is no game where you can say the Pacers was flustered because they were on the road. The
Yeah,
Pacers lost because they were on the road. There is none. The Pacers get up. They actually had a better away record than they did at home.
yeah, but
So,
they've had a few lucky bounces, and I don't know how much luck you got left. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just saying
Man.
they said that in after the second series, and then they said that after the third series, and then he did it again. So my thing is this, right?
He ain't did it no more.
As long as I'm a Notre Dame fan, you can't tell me the luck run out.
Hey,
Period.
Cap, give me the screen real fast.
Hey
As
man,
long as I'm a Notre
an
Dame
Irish,
fan,
me being
you
an Irish
cannot tell
fan,
me
me being an
they
Ain't got
Irish
nothing to do with
fan,
this.
ain't
and
no
a
Not for me.
Clemson
fucking.
fan, ain't got
I'm just
nothing to do
saying.
with that.
I don't give a damn about what y'all believe. I'm just telling you. Me, as a Notre Dame fan and a Pacer fan, there is no such thing as running out of luck.
Well,
Hey,
touchdown Jesus. Okay, I hear you.
Cap,
Man, right? Well,
Cap,
I'm
give
gonna
me
take that.
the screen real quick, if you will.
I know the game about to get ready to come on. What we pulling up? What's this?
Just real quick. This is from Sporting News on the referees. So that's the crew we got right now. Home team has won half those games, 47.35.
Where the referees at?
Hold on, let me scroll back up. This is exactly what Dub said. John Goble, Mark Davis, James William, Ben Taylor alternate. What a little stat that I just found right here. The stats slightly favor the Pacers in Game 5, but the records from the games Williams and Goble have ref this postseason show they can officiate a fairly even game. This could be very beneficial for Game 5 that has a massive implication for the series. OKC host Indiana Monday night as one of the teams will go up 3-2. But what they're saying is that this is a fair officiating crew, about as even as it could possibly get.
Well, we gonna see, man. Because my thing is, oh, what happened? She must have had technical. Oh, okay, there you go. My thing is personally, it's all to the coaching and the players tonight. You know what I mean? Because this the end all, the be all. You know what I mean? Whoever win
Yeah.
this game, win the championship. That's
Yeah,
how I
for
see
real.
it.
Like real talk, you better, if you're the Pacers, if you win tonight, you better put your
The
fucking
pay if
foot on their
like
throat.
if y'all
Yeah.
lose tonight, y'all got to go back with so much urgency. It don't make no sense. Like y'all don't want to have to do that at home. You know what I'm saying? Like
I will tell you though,
even though it'd be more comfortable, y'all don't want to have to play like that at the crib and then turn around and go back because I think it's gonna be back to backs at this point. What days apart now? Now that we towards the end like that, it's gonna
they
be
just
days
gave them
apart,
3
huh?
days apart. So yeah, let's look at the schedule real fast. Hold on. Yeah, you got time. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
The game started what time? 7:30.
5:30.
8:30.
Yeah, well, yeah, 8:30 Eastern.
5:30 my time specific.
Yeah, so we play at 8:30 Eastern, then we play. Oh, they give them 3 days off again. We play Thursday, and then they play Sunday.
Yeah. And then the last couple games is like back to back though.
No, like I said, it's Thursday at 8:30.
They only have 3 games left, right? Yeah.
Or a day apart or something like that.
No, we get 3 days off.
You got 3 days because you have to fly from here on
Oh,
out.
right. Yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot.
From here on out, every game you have to fly.
Right. Yeah, because it's back and forth. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
back
that 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Is back and forth. It's gonna be OKC, Indiana, OKC. Right. So yeah, overall, y'all, fire ass show. Ace Dot, appreciate you sliding through on us, bro. Showing love once again. Appreciate you on here all the time. You know what I mean? Ace popping in, you know what I mean, unexpected.
No, I saw Billy was gonna be in here. I had to hop in, man. I haven't seen my boy in a minute.
Man,
I appreciate that, man.
you got, you know what I mean, the ones that beginning and we here now. Started from the bottom now. Yeah. You know
Hey, this is a great
My
conversation,
brother
though.
King
Straight up, great
James.
debate.
Most
Great
definitely,
debate.
man. Fire conversation, bro. Glad we can actually have them kind of conversations because most people that's into their squads like that can't. Like we ain't no delusional fans, but we definitely spirited over here, as y'all hear on the intro. You understand? So like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. Levi, appreciate you popping in always.
Levi Jones, my old
He
roommate. Love you,
always
brother.
front side. He always front side, ring side. However
Levi, I
y'all want
love
to
you.
put
Thanks for
it.
stopping in, man.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the rest of the gang. Trevor Yoke. You know what I mean? Ron Nubian. And we gonna pop back in here and talk about that Richardson Hitchens beating the hell out of Cambosis too. And telling Devin Haney to SSD. You know what I mean? Straight like that. He went crazy. He went crazy.
Wild
But
boy, man.
hey, it's a wild boy, man. Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying because he said what he wanted to say. Until next time, though.
Cap, real quick, I got 2 things to say.
What?
First and foremost, like, comment, subscribe. Don't be a dick. Secondly, Pacers in 6. Let's go, Dub. Where you at, motherfucker?
Come on now.
Pacers in 6. Let's go.
Indiana, man.
Hey,
Y'all know
good luck.
where I stand. Y'all see that shit.
Hey, good luck, man. Good luck.
Y'all better bring that back home, though. Y'all got to do what y'all got to do.
And I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Just so you know, good luck, man. For real. I'm not hating. Good luck, man.
Just get it in. Do what y'all know y'all can do. You feel me? Y'all know what kind of ball y'all know how to play over there. That's what I'm saying. Y'all my dark horse team. And not always, and I've been believing in y'all the last couple of years. So to see y'all here it feels good. They'll let me know that the basketball guys is blessing everybody evenly. You know what I'm saying? So everybody need a piece of the pie. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody need a piece of the O'Brien, I should say. No Diddy. You feel me? Other than that, man.
Hey, Sterling, get that bitch ass nigga Foster the fuck out the league.
Dang. Turned up for 2 seconds, did it? Whoa.
Real quick.
He had to put a seatbelt on after he said that.
Right, he put the seatbelt on. Look, right, once you put the seatbelt on, look, you done crashed out. Look, you done crashed out.
The NBA got a lot of money, dog. I don't need no motherfucker trying to smack me from the back or some shit. Sterling Silver said, "Bop."
Hey, man, in the words of King James, protect yourself at all times. And please, don't make us have to throw the towel in on your ass.
Don't do it. Please don't do it.
I was TV trained with under Al Snow, Doug Basham, Mason Maria, Josh Ashcraft, Southern Discomfort. Like I got to learn from some of the best people that I've been and where I want. You want to learn.